All right, gentlemen. So we fade back in from black. Oh, that's not the thing I wanted to do. There we go.
You gotta scroll out apparently.
Oh yeah, zoom out a little bit if
No.
there should be a cave. You should see
Yeah.
a cave.
Yeah, I remember it.
All right.
Did it very well.
Okay, so you guys all have your backpacks and all that, and you're starting to head into the cave. You're noticing that the air's kind of stale. It's a little kind of just like it's not been touched. The walls look really dry, and then you hear a rustle behind you from the cave entry, and it is Commander Thonir coming in, rushing in with an armful of pattern enhancers.
Gentlemen, you might need these.
I would have preferred a couple more red shirts, but those will do.
Well, that's kind of the point, isn't it?
And that's when Lieutenant Commander Fark thinks of something. He's like, "Oh, I forgot something," and he runs out into the runs out to go head out into the shuttle. And as you're starting to pass off the, you notice that he left in such a hurry. He left his pack with all of his climbing gear and all that, planning on coming right back. And then the ground shakes again, as you guys have been experiencing, and the cave entrance that was recently uncovered has now been recovered, and you guys are sealed in.
Beautiful.
And now to make sure everybody's clear. So you have Commander Thonir.
I'm guessing the pattern enhancers were on the other side of that.
No, you have the pattern enhancers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you were able to.
Aren't you glad I brought them?
More than ever.
Lieutenant Commander Max, Lieutenant Commander Saul, the Lormian geologist, head scientist Zand, and the geologist from the Tesla, Dr. Ormufaz, the Trill. So,
Everyone all right?
Yep. So far, so good.
All right. We should scan this cavern and make sure that it won't come down on us either.
Okay, so I pull out my tricorder and run a scan. Since I'm an engineer, I probably stand the
structural
best
integrity.
Check structural integrity.
Okay. So you do your scan, and it looks like the cavern you're in is pretty stable. It was just the entry, and it is actually the outside of the entry of the cavern that was the unstable part.
Am I able to determine how much rock between us and outside?
So you guys got a little ways in, probably a solid 5 meters of rock.
That's a lot of rock.
That is a lot of rock.
Are we able to get a signal out of the cave?
Like a comm signal?
Correct. That would also be helpful.
Unfortunately, no. All of you hit your comm badge, and you get that.
Okay. Using my tricorder, I'm going to flip a setting, and I'm going to scan the cave to see if to give us an idea of the cave's layout, and hopefully identify a possible alternative method to exit the cave.
Okay. So you do your scan, and there's nothing. So the cave goes on and it winds down for quite some ways. You guys probably have a good The scan shows a good, I think it would cover a good 100 meters. So 100 meters, you have a cavernous tunnel that curves kind of naturally with the rock. It doesn't look like there's no evidence of it being man-made. It just looks like it's there. But nothing that you can see as far as the radius on a way to get out.
I turn to Sal and ask. The air's was kind of stale when we entered. How are we doing on air?
It's a good question. I should scan the air composition down here as well as, I suppose, any potential for contaminants.
I figure what mold and spore and other similar fungi would probably be ample.
Or bacteria. Yeah. Pull up the medical tricorder and check to see what we got.
Okay, so you scan around. You don't notice you do have some. The air's a little stale, but there is some algae growth on the walls. Not a whole lot else though. There's a lot of dust. Not a lot of insect or bug life that's in this cavern. But you do have the oxygen. While it's stale, it is still breathable, and there are no poisonous fumes in this portion of the cave.
Is there a time limit to how much air we have?
According to the scan, no. There's no reason to believe that you guys are going to suffocate in this cave.
That'll do.
Okay.
So, sometime. Suppose we should proceed with the task we were here for in the first place, since we're going to be here for a while.
All right, so I start leading the way.
Okay, yeah, I do need an order. Hold on, I gotta grab a pen because I haven't learned my lesson yet. Okay, I need a marching order. So, Max in front.
Yeah.
I'll go second.
So, I'll say, Doctor. What do you think, Mario? Do you want to go last, or do you want to be like second to last? Because you've got Foz and Zand.
I'm going to bring up the rear.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
The idea is to protect any scientists that we have working. Gentlemen, keep an open scan. Watch for fissures. We don't need anybody falling to their death.
Foz looks back at you and said, yes, Commander. That would be nice. Foz and then Thonir. Okay.
Yeah, that's things that people don't think about when they're in caves.
As I'm walking down, I got my right hand on the wall.
Okay.
I'm going to use that as a way of keeping track of where we're going.
Okay. So as you touch it, it's kind of chalky with dust. Like there's been enough sediment here. Like it's nothing, or everything's settled against the walls. Nothing has been in this area for quite some time.
I wiped the chalky dust on my uniform. So now, in addition to all the other grime I now have this handprint, like streaked across my chest. But the hand goes back up on the wall as I go ahead and march on.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, so you guys are
It's a collector's item.
One of a kind.
I don't actually do laundry. I just like throw it in a display case. This uniform I wore on when we crash landed on Luperian.
Oh, that's too funny. Okay, so you guys are moving on down into the cave?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
So Mike, are you going to keep your hand on the wall?
Yes, ideally, if possible, at all possible.
Okay. You guys do have, so in your gear, and Commander Thonir, conveniently, Jirv left his pack full of climbing gear and torchlights. So you guys all have torches. You're able to see okay with the lighting in there, and you're going down the cave. Kind of curves to the right, and you start to feel like all of you start to feel it's a slight slope down. It's not heavy slope, but it is a slight slope. And as you move through, you notice the same thing. Like the dust is still there. Like there's a good solid layer of dust along the cave walls and on the floor. And Zand pipes up. Those those things you're holding, that with the blinking lights. What are those?
Just some diagnostic equipment. We have them back on our continent.
I see.
They're experimental.
Out of character, they probably understand like sonar and radar and other things if they're roughly 20th century. So
Yeah,
I'm sure
computers.
So okay, so I'm going to tell them they're just handheld, radar and sonar detectors.
Very interesting. Okay, so as you guys continue down, you feel the temperature you feel the ambient temperature rise just a little bit. Not enough to start making you sweat, but it is a temperature rise. It's something noticeable. Okay, so you continue to curve around for a little bit, maybe 20 meters. It's a 20-meter curve, 20 meters parts of the section of the cave. And then it looks like it kind of opens up into a straightaway.
Is it like a clearing, or is it just still like a straight hallway?
It's kind of a straight tunnel. It doesn't like open up any wider. And to give you a better perception, like the walls are probably, or the whole cave is probably cylindrical. I would say, let's go 10 meters across and 10 meters high. So it's a decent sized cave.
So the fact that it's now more of a straight shot, does it still seem man-made or natural, or does it seem man-made?
There's nothing immediately that would give it the give you the impression that it was man-made.
Okay.
Or fabricated, if you will. Since we're not going to be speciest. Okay, so you guys feel another, like you see a little bit of dust, a little more dust start to fall from the ceiling, and with almost as if it was a warning sign, the ground starts to shake again. You guys feel it a little bit harder, like it's enough to where you guys have to catch your balance.
I try to press myself against the wall.
Okay.
Yeah. Good plan of action.
If something's going to come down, it's probably going to come down along in the middle rather than along the edge.
Yeah. So I tell everyone in the party try to move alongside the wall. Make sure that nothing in the middle. If anything's going to fall, it's going to fall there.
Okay. Everybody kind of follows suit. Foz pipes up. Very, very astute of you, Doctor.
It's an old Domulan trick I learned. fairly recently.
Nice. All right, so you guys going down. It's still a straight shot. You're starting to see a little more algae and moss on the cavern walls. A little less dust.
Okay.
Anything
Okay.
else noticeable about the walls? Like, is it covering anything underneath, or is it just still like growing more than it was before?
It's growing more than it was before. But when I say there's less dust, like it's not. You can still see the dust, but it's not any more than you would think that would be outside.
Awesome. Okay. Wonder if the plant growth is relative to the temperature increase we just felt.
Is the temperature increasing? I thought caves were cooler and darker and a little more wet, so that can attribute to.
So
Wait.
The ambient
Temperature increase?
yeah, the ambient temperature as you guys move further along has increased slightly.
Yeah, he said not enough to break a sweat, but enough that you would feel it.
Hmm.
Or
Gentlemen, scan for an active lava vent.
Okay.
If we have a volcanic activity, we need to know now.
I whip out my scanner.
Okay. Sorry. There you are. Let's do control plus science.
Please don't let there be one. Please don't let there be one. You don't want.
12.
We don't want.
Okay, and this is going to be a difficulty 1 task. There you go. Okay, so 2 successes. So you don't you don't find any volcanic activity.
Okay. Am I able to determine am I determine anything about the heat source? Why is it getting hotter the further down we go? Now, better question, is the heat a result of perhaps the condition of the air?
That's interesting. So you have your floating momentum. Are you using that to
What do you
ask
guys
about
think?
the heat?
What should I ask?
It's possible because of the pressure. The more
Should I
pressure-
should I ask a follow-up question or just throw it in the momentum pool?
I suppose ask a follow-up question.
No, we don't have to. We can just throw it in the momentum pool. But if we want to know more about the heat or
I guess momentum. Seems a little-
okay, so we'll just
Throw it in the pool.
throw it in the pool.
Okay.
Go swimming for a minute.
Nice. Okay, so you guys gonna continue on?
Yep, hand
Yep.
on the wall.
All right. As you're going down, it's starting to get a little slimy on the wall. You notice the algae is starting to get down to about where your hand has been placed.
Yeah.
Do we have a hot spring or biological activity?
Is the cave wetter this far down, Doctor? Can you run a scan? Is there more moisture down here?
Certainly.
The
Let's check it
further
out.
we go.
Yeah, I used the tricorder again.
Okay, so you pop it out. You do get there's quite a bit of moisture in this portion of the cave.
Okay. Well, still, it's a denobulan spelunking technique, so hand goes back on the cave wall.
All right. Okay, so you guys continue to head down, still straight away. It's starting to narrow. It's you realize it now, but it's been gradually shrinking for probably the last 5 meters. Like it's been gradually shrinking down. You're down to maybe 3/4 size of the cave as far as the width. The height is still the same, but the width is starting to shrink.
Hmm.
How wide was it before?
So I said about 10 meters. So now it's about 7.
Okay.
So it's still, I mean, still, what is that? 20 feet across. Like you still got some, but it's like it dawned on you. So I'm gonna say 6, or I'm gonna say 6 meters. But it's dawning on you, like, hey, wait a second, this is shrinking. I didn't used to be this close to that other wall.
All right.
Zan pipes in. This is very very similar to other geological happenings on this planet. I mean continent. Is this similar to what you are used to?
We've seen it before.
On Denobula, I mean, on the city that I'm from, we have lots of caves, and so this is just like home.
I really must travel to these other continents.
Someday, I'm sure your people will.
Okay, so you guys continue a little further down, and it's starting to shrink a little more dramatically. You guys probably walk another 10 meters, and it's now down to about 4 meters across.
It's getting a little bit tight in here, people.
I'm gonna run another scan to get like another map ping from the cave.
Okay.
To get a feel for what's up ahead. We don't want to be walking off a sudden cliff edge or something.
Okay.
Ah!
So
sorry, I just conked my antenna.
Okay, so you guys so you do your scan, and it shows that the cave angles a little bit to the left now. But there doesn't appear to be any sheer cliff faces or anything to that effect.
Okay, and the roof is pretty much staying. The roof of the cave is staying pretty much the same. You read that too now, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. The ceiling's staying the same, but the tunnel is getting thinner.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and proceed deeper into the cavern.
Okay.
Onward we go.
All right. So you guys see the dust again. The dust starts to fall from the ceiling.
Oh.
And
Brace.
All right. Everybody gets ready. Okay.
Up against the walls.
I'm the slime.
So it shake. This time it shakes hard. It's enough to shake Foz down to a knee. Like it shakes pretty hard. Yes.
It's bad with the geologist.
And you see it's enough that you see the ground in front of you, Max. You see the ground in front of you move a little bit, shift, and crack.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. All right. Mind the gap. So I go ahead and move cautiously.
Okay, so as you go to step towards the crack,
my hand is still on the wall.
Hand is still on the wall, so you're stepping to move closer. You see a giant wall of steam shoot up.
Whoa!
I thought you guys said there was no volcanic activity.
Oh, this may not be volcanic. Could be hydrothermal, though.
Yeah,
I would say so. What's the temperature of that vapor?
Check Check it out. Use the escape tricorder.
Okay, you scan it. It's going at a good solid. We're gonna say what 100 or 120 Celsius.
Ho!
How high up is the?
Oh,
Is it go-
the steam shoots all the way up to the room, and it's starting to make the area a little humid.
So it's like a wall of steam.
Uh huh.
120 Celsius.
Yeah, that's like third-degree burn territory. But I ain't no doctor.
248 degrees Fahrenheit, by the way, for anyone who's wondering.
Mm-hmm.
That was really good.
It's above boiling.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna get cooked unless we figure out a way to seal this.
Okay, so just as you're saying that, the wall of steam stops. Like it just dissipates. I mean, you still have all the heat and all of that in the room, but the steam jet stops.
Okay, so we released. Obviously, it looks like we released the pressure in the in that pocket of heated water.
And the
That's
steam
what-
shoots back up to the wall or up to the ceiling.
This is suspicious. Is there a pattern to it? I'm gonna run a scan. I'm gonna keep my scanner going for a while.
Of course you would. All right, so
I just threw a monkey wrench at him.
no, you found a thing.
Oh,
Yeah. So this is going to be a scan because it's going to take some time. It's an overall difficulty task. This is going to be your reason plus science.
reason plus science. All right, that's 11. Yikes.
This is a difficulty 3.
Can I assist him on this?
Describe how you're going to assist.
My scientific knowledge and use of tricorder.
Well, I mean, describe. Sorry,
Oh,
your attribute and discipline.
let's see. Which two was it?
I'm asking you. What one's for him? It was it's reason plus
Reason
science.
and science.
You can use the same thing, or if you can come up with something better.
Possibly control and science. Just my aptitude for using the tricorder scanning equipment.
Okay, so because it's like in a high pressure situation,
Right.
because steam shooting. Sorry.
Steam is technically one phase down from plasma. Can I use my electroplasma power systems? Focus on this one.
That's a great try.
No.
Damn.
I mean, you can, but it's not going to help you.
I was
Okay.
hoping.
So yeah, you've got a difficulty of 3. Time.
Should I use one of our momentum?
Yeah, you can do that.
3. Mike, you have to beat 11, and Rick, you have to beat. What do you have to beat? What did you say you were using?
Control and
Control and science. 14.
14. Right.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to use a momentum. So I'm going to roll task plus 1.
Okay, so you're going to use 1 momentum to add an extra die. Okay, and all right. So okay, 2 successes.
No
And
complications, thank goodness. But
Yep, and then
all right, Sal.
Rick with the assist.
Okay. Which one do I roll? The task plus.
The
Assist.
No, the assist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And that's a 7. All right,
Nice.
that gets you
Nice.
through it.
That's awesome.
Good use of momentum there. So you guys are working together. you guys are able to, after a little while, seeing the steam shoot up, come down, you're able to detect a pattern to it. And it's one that you guys can jump, or that you guys can time, but it is going to take everybody a daring plus security. Control plus security with a difficulty 2 to get past.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's a 12 for me. Can I just could I use my part of my species to kind of sort of also use the climbing?
Climb the wall.
If I'm hanging onto the ceiling or the wall, that might give me a few extra seconds. So could I use that to my advantage? I'm trying here.
I can appreciate what you are trying to do. But I'm not. No, I don't think that'd help you out that much.
Okay.
But I do appreciate what you're doing. Like, I really do appreciate that.
Okay.
Good in-game use of lore.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
I have jump first if you don't mind. I have a pretty high score.
It was daring and
it's daring
security?
plus or control plus security.
Control plus security.
Uh-huh.
Control plus security.
I have a 15.
Go first.
Cool. That's just task.
Yes, sir. But it is a difficulty 2.
All right.
What did you have? You had 15?
Yep.
Okay, so
Success.
you can either use a momentum and re-roll. Do you have a talent that plays here?
I don't.
Coordinate others? No.
I have
Test identify? No. Attempting medicine test? No. You make a melee attack? No. Okay.
Okay.
Ooh. So you can use a momentum to get an extra die.
Ooh. Hold on.
Uh-oh. What do you got?
If I use the advisor talent, so I'm going to use my command discipline, to encourage everybody to just do their best. They can do it, okay? I know they can. And as a result, every character being assisted gets to reroll 1d20.
So, as much as I like your bardiness that you're trying to do here, this is specifically when you're using the assist function and you're using your command discipline to do it. So, unfortunately, this is not a task that one can assist on. But again, I cannot say how much I appreciate your effort, sir.
Me too.
The way I would assist him would be a dwarf toss, but
Right. Okay, so you can either use one momentum to try and pull another die. You can also give me another threat. And I'll tell you what, if you give me 2 threat, I will guarantee you that you get past this without injury.
Well, we have a lot of people who need to jump, and I don't want to take that devil's bargain, so I use one momentum.
Okay. All right, so go ahead and just roll the assist button, just because you're just rolling 1.
Okay.
Whew. Okay, you got it. You make it across. Next.
Who's up?
Control and security, right? Is that 10 for me? However, I've got determination.
Oh,
you sure do.
This is true.
Okay, so determination, I can either get 2 successes, right? Or what are the other things? I could slightly alter the story, right?
You could slightly alter the scenario.
I can slightly alter the scenario. Okay, so did we pack a phaser?
Yeah.
Yes.
Could I shoot an outcropping from above, from the roof, cause a small controlled avalanche in order to seal off part of the fissure enough to make it a little safer for us to cross.
Here, back.
You can certainly try, but you're trying to use that to alter the scenario. I'm gonna say. I'll tell you what. If you use your determination. Hold on. I'm gonna make sure you don't have. Do you have the? Whenever a character spends 1 point. Okay, so. Because I'm paying attention.
Damn.
So you give up your veteran ability if you're going to do that.
Oh. You're playing dirty, man. Oh man. Give up my veteran ability in order to. Now, okay, so if I do that,
How useful is the ability though?
does everybody get across a little safer? If I do this, how does the scenario change?
All right, so if you do this, if you use the determination to do more than just get 2 successes.
Yeah, so to alter the scenario to where we can cross a little safer.
Okay. I'm going to leave it up to a die roll, whether or not it holds for the next person.
So 1 success? Is that what you're saying? Everyone behind me only needs 1 success to get across?
No, I'm saying they'll still need 2 successes if the steam breaks through. And what I'll end up doing is I'll roll before each person crosses. Even it breaks through, odd it doesn't.
What do you guys think?
Well, judging by the control and security, and we have a bunch of scientists with us, it's probably a better deal than it would be if they were to try. I don't know. I obviously can't see their stats, but that might be the safer option with it just 50-50.
Because if I just use the determination on myself, I get across, but then everyone else could die or fail. And then we end up having to drag everyone's ass down.
But you do have a doctor that is safely across.
That is true.
That's true.
Okay, well, I'm gonna risk it. Oh, but giving up my veteran trait and the chance of getting that determination back. I'm gonna do it.
I mean, on the same token, like you can give me 1 threat for each extra D20 you want to roll.
Ba ba ba.
Pretty much. Jim, I love your sinister smile every time. What do you know?
I'm curious to see what I would roll, but my pen is like awful. But
50-50.
Yeah, and I've been rolling on the high side lately. And we only have two momentum left. Is that right?
Uh-huh.
Yikes. I'm gonna use the determination. I'm going to try to make it easier for everybody else.
Okay.
Hopefully it's easier for everybody else.
All right, so you use it, and you don't get we're not going to use your veteran ability on this because it's a pretty big story change. Okay, so you You aim up at the top of the ceiling. Quick thinking. You see Zand hit the wall. He is petrified of what just happened as he saw the piece of energy.
Crap, that's right. I forgot about that.
You hit the rock right, and it falls down. It falls down to cover up about a foot wide piece of the crack.
Okay,
Or I'll give you 2 feet.
that's a little bit better. Should
And
be wide enough.
and it's up against the wall.
Okay, I can live with that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so you get across.
Okay.
Now, who's going next? Do you want to, Thonir? You want to go, or do you want to Zand or Foz to go next?
The idea would be to make sure that the scientists get across. So I'm bringing up the rear.
Okay. So
First man in, last man out, my friend. That's the job.
There you go, Zand. Or because Zand's still quite petrified of what Max just did, I'm gonna go ahead and send Foz across first, and it's control plus security. Ooh. She has a 10. Boop, boop. And she makes it across.
That's good.
Oh boy.
Okay, so so seeing somebody he knows in Dr. Foz get across, he feels a little more confident. And this was the roll to see if the steam cut back through. Can you guys see that number?
What?
Looks like a 5.
It is a 5. And I said odds it broke through, right? Or did I say evens broke through? Pretty sure I said odds break through.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Okay.
Me neither.
And I'm pretty sure. So it breaks through, and he now has to do. So he now has to do the full on task. So his control plus security is actually higher, 11. So he.
What the heck was he freaking about?
What's that?
What the heck was he freaking out about?
The phaser.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
foreign technology, all that.
Okay.
Okay, so
Don't listen to my continent, bro.
okay, so he jumps across, but because of his nerves, he totally mistimed it, and the steam jet catches his leg.
Oh! Ow!
And
Okay.
so he falls to the ground and takes 1 point of stress damage.
In the words of the B-52s, Rock Lobster.
You hear a scream come out of this man that is something you've never heard before. It almost sounds like 3 people screaming at once.
Yeah.
Well, they got 3 lungs, right?
Yes. I have 4, but yes.
Yeah, I was paying attention.
I appreciate that. So he's writhing on the ground. It's not a serious injury by any means, but it's certainly smarts
He was protected by his clothing, somewhat.
a little bit.
Mm.
Okay, so now the
Run over to that gentleman and treat him immediately, first with anesthesia, and then to try and do something to treat the burn.
like you mean like an anesthetic?
Yes.
Like a local anesthetic? Okay.
Yeah.
So you're able to do. I'm just gonna give that to you. You're able to treat him just fine. He looks at you very quizzically. How did you do that?
Our continent's awesome. You have to visit it someday.
I really must. And that laser thing, that is more powerful than anything I've ever seen.
It's experimental.
Come in peace.
We're taking on a field test.
Your people are very brave.
We've been
Very,
told that before.
very brave indeed. Okay,
We're
Thonir,
professional.
nice. So the steam vent is going again. We're back to the normal thing. Control plus security with a difficulty of 2.
Mm-hmm. My control plus security is 11. And
Okay.
difficulty of 2 means 2d20, correct?
No, difficulty of 2 means you need 2 successes. You already get 2d20.
Mm-hmm.
You can
Okay.
buy more.
Okay.
Am I able to use my advisor talent to kind of to assist Thonir?
Walk me through it.
So basically, I would be monitoring my tricorder, trying to give him as much time as possible in order to jump across. So, like the moment it's going to cut off, I'm telling him to already start running.
He would be able to detect when the steam's coming.
Okay.
That's true.
Let's see. Wait.
A tricorder can't do that. It can't do much.
Assist another character using your command discipline. Okay, so that means you'll have to assist him using command. So I'm going to say command plus presence.
That's 12.
Okay, so that'll be your assist on... So that gives you 1 extra d20.
Mm-hmm. Me, 1 extra d20.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I thought he gets the ability to re-roll
He will.
1d.
He
That's
but
after the fact.
Yeah, you have to assist.
Okay, so he gets to roll 3. So task plus 1.
So he'll roll the regular task and then you'll roll the assist.
Okay.
Because you're
Okay.
aiming to beat... What was
12.
You're aiming to beat 12, and Mario, what are you aiming to beat?
I have to beat 11. Yeah.
Okay. So that gives you 2 dice with the ability to re-roll one of them.
So I roll task.
Yes, just task.
Okay. All right. Tell me when.
Now.
Okay, 1 success.
Oh.
No success. So Mario, you still have the... Oh, wait, no, because whenever you assist character using command discipline. So you assisted, you didn't... It doesn't say, wow, we really should change that to when you successfully assist a character. Anyway, so you tried to assist. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Assist, character being... So Mario, you can still reroll 1d20.
Okay. Is there
Nice.
a penalty for re-rolling that 1d20?
No. This is Mike's ability.
Okay.
So hit the assist button.
Me hit the assist button?
Yes, you hit the assist button because that'll roll 1d20.
Okay.
Godspeed, fellow Endorian.
Yes.
All right, so you're able to... You slip a little bit as you took off, but it was still enough to get across fine.
Whoa!
Your hair is a little wet from the experience.
Okay. All right.
I think I singed my antenna.
That's nuts.
Okay, so do you guys want to... What do you guys want to do from here? You've made
Everyone's
it across successfully.
And everyone is able to walk on their own, or?
Yes, although Zand is moving as far in back of the pack as he can because he's afraid of you now.
Okay.
Put the hand for the potential fissures.
Well, we're on a mission. My hand goes back on the wall, and I proceed further into the cavern.
Whoa, what is that? I hear... Is that you? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Sorry, it took me a second to figure out who that was coming from. Okay, so you guys are going along, and little chatter here and there, and another quake. You see the dust, quake, it
Against the
shakes.
wall. And my
Oh,
camera.
and
Oh,
the
we're gonna
Nanobian is down.
Max, are you all right?
Hear us?
Oh my
Come in.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay,
They killed my friend.
so both Xand and Max fell down on that one.
Hmm.
But you quickly get up. Everybody recovers pretty easily. Okay, so you guys are continuing down the tunnel. Everybody kind of shaking off their dust. Everybody's a little more tense. Antennas are up for sure. And you're going along. You're noticing even more that the walls are almost completely green now.
So there's more moisture.
And you're still feeling the heat. So with the steam, it was enough. It added enough heat to everybody's starting to sweat now, except for Xand. Xand doesn't seem to be sweating.
Is he panting?
He no, he doesn't seem to even be panting. But he's not sweating.
Okay, I was just wondering, do Lemurians sweat?
Lemurians?
Or what are they?
Lormians.
Oh. How do you spell that?
Lormean.
Lormians? Okay, I'll try to remember that.
Okay, so you guys go further. And you see the dust.
Up against the wall.
So this time Saw just because you were on the off step, you hit the left wall. Foz hits the left wall with you. Everybody else hits the right wall. This time it's a real quake. You guys see the ground visibly moving. Like, it's really shaking. You guys are nobody's standing on this one. Like, everybody is falling up against the wall, and you're seeing the shake. It almost looks like really blurry, like, jump in your vision. And you see another crack go up the middle of the room.
Of course we do.
And it's a crack that actually elevates Saul and Foz out about 3 meters and up about 2. So you guys are now with a jagged. You guys are now so with that, I actually have to take a bio break. So, dun dun dun, we fade to dark. You guys are obviously split apart, and we will take a commercial break.
Because of course.
Man, why do I think it's stuck with the monkey?